Good afternoon, students. In the last class, we have studied about central neural system. Yes, our human neural system is divided into two. What are they? Central neural system and peripheral neural system. The central neural system is formed of brain and spinal cord, and peripheral neural system is formed of the nerves arises from the brain and the nerves arises from the spinal cord. Did you understand? Yes. The last class we have completed central neural system. Today we are going to start the peripheral neural system. That means the nerves arises from the brain, the nerves arises from the spinal cord. The nerves arises from the brain is known as cranial nerves. The nerves arises from the spinal cord is known as spinal nerves. Did you understand? Yes. So the peripheral neural system includes cranial nerves and spinal nerves. Is it clear? The nerve fibers of peripheral neural system are two types. Okay, what are the two types of nerve fibers from peripheral neural system? The first one, afferent fibers or sensory fibers. Efferent fibers are motor neurons, sensory neurons and motor neurons. The peripheral neural system are two types. What are they? Sensory neurons and motor neurons. Sensory neurons are known as afferent fibers. That means the nerves arises from the sense organs. What are the sense organs we have? Eyes, ears, nose, then skin, tongue. All these sense organs are connected with the afferent fibers. That means sensory neurons. Efferent fibers, that means motor neurons. We have only two motor organs. What are they? Glands and muscles. Okay, listen carefully. Afferent fibers carry impulses from sense organs to central neural system. For example, eyes are connected with the sensory neurons. It carries the impulses from eyes and giving information to the brain. Did you understand? Yes. Those nerve fibers are known as afferent neurons or afferent fibers. Listen, efferent fibers, they carry impulses from central neural system to muscles and glands. That means it carries impulses from brain to muscles and glands. These are the differences between afferent nerves and efferent nerves. Did you understand? Afferent nerves means carry impulses from sense organs to the brain. But efferent or motor fibers means carry impulses from brain to muscles and glands. Did you understand? Again, the peripheral neural system has two divisions. They are somatic neural system and autonomic neural system. Okay, soma means body. The autonomic means we cannot control these activities. The soma neural system, autonomic neural system. First we can study about somatic neural system. It relays impulses from the central neural system to skeletal muscles. Already I said somatic means body. Okay, here the somatic neural system relay impulses from central nervous system. That means from brain to skeletal muscles. Do you understand? In the picture itself we can see how the impulses from brain to muscles. Here the upper motor neurons, it is carry the impulses and coming to the muscles, controlling the muscles. Here we can see the motor neuron arises from, coming from the brain, and they are controlling, giving information to the muscles. This junction is known as neuromuscular junction. It is the muscle fibers. This is muscle fibers, skeletal muscles, isn't it? Yes. We have studied about the muscles. Skeletal muscles, the motor neuron or convey the message to the muscles. This junction is known as neuromuscular junction. Then Next neural system is autonomic neural system. Peripheral neural system is two types: somatic neural system, autonomic nervous system. Again, the two autonomic nervous system transmit impulses from central nervous system to involuntary organs and smooth muscles. Did you understand? We already studied the smooth muscles are present in involuntary organs such as stomach. Here we can see all these stomach. Here stomach, lungs, alimentary. We cannot control the activities of these organs. So the autonomic neural system transmit impulses from brain to involuntary organs and also the smooth muscles. Again, the autonomic nervous system has two parts: sympathetic nerves and parasympathetic nerves. Sympathetic nerves and parasympathetic nerves. First we can see the sympathetic nervous system, how it controls our body. Listen, it prepares body to cope with emergencies, stresses and dangers. This is the time these neural system control our body. At the time of emergency and stresses and danger period, the sympathetic neural system will be very active. It increases the heartbeat, breathing rate, it constricts the arteries and elevates blood pressure, BP. Okay, so sympathetic nervous system controls the heartbeat, breathing rate. That means increases the heartbeat. That's why I said it to cope up with the emergency period. The sympathetic nervous system is active at the time of emergency time, stresses and danger time. So we need the increase in heartbeat and increasing the breathing rate and the constriction of arteries. That means it pump to in the need of our body is need of more blood. So it will pump, the heart will pump more blood towards the arteries and elevates blood pressure. Next, parasympathetic system. It is just opposite to the sympathetic system. It returns the body to a resting state after stressful situations and slows down heartbeat, dilates arteries and lowers blood pressure. Do you understand? Here itself we can clearly see sympathetic nervous system is a fight or flight. Emergency time it will active. Parasympathetic means rest and digest. It will at the resting time it will returns the body to a resting state after stressful situations and slows down heartbeat and dilates arteries and lowers BP. Did you understand? The visceral nervous system is also the part of a peripheral neural system. It includes nerves, fibers, ganglia and plexus. Here we can see. Visceral nervous system means it includes nerves, nerve fibers, the ganglia means the patches of nerves and plexus, by which impulses travel from central nervous system to the viscera and from viscera to central nervous system. What is meant by ganglia? Ganglia means a ganglion is the nerve cell cluster, a cluster of nerve cell. Did you understand? Ganglia means the cluster of nerve cells or a group of nerve cell bodies located in the anus region. The nerve plexus means the branching network of intersecting nerves. Branching network of intersecting nerves. Do you understand? So all these are also comes under peripheral neural system. Next, reflex action. Actually, it is deleted from your syllabus, but we can just go through it. Okay? Listen. It is the rapid, involuntary and unconscious actions of body in response to stimulus. Is it clear? If, see here itself, we can see the baby. After seeing the light, suddenly he is closing his eyes. If we touch a hot vessel or hot fire, suddenly we will withdraw our hand. Okay, the baby will bite the fingers. So, knee jerking. All these are some example for reflex action. Without any pre-plan, our body is doing some actions. involuntarily rapid unconscious actions of body in response to stimulus. The examples of reflex action: a sudden withdrawal of the hand when it touches a hot object. Touching lips of a nursing baby evokes a sucking reflex. The closing of eyelids when light falls on them. Knee-jerk phenomenon. And if a child sees or smells a food unknown to him, he does not salivate, that means secretion of saliva. But if he sees or smells that food every time before tasting it, he salivates, that is conditioned reflex. Reflex arc. Yes, we have studied in 10th standard. Listen, the arc formed at the time of reflex action is known as reflex arc. The pathway of impulses in a reflex action is called reflex arc. The pathway of the impulses in a reflex action is called a reflex arc. It consists of a receptor organ, sensory neuron, intermediate neuron, motor neuron, and effector organ. What are the organs are connected with this reflex arc? A receptor organ. Receptor organ means it's a sense organs. Okay, then it is receptor organ, it receives stimulus. First here, see, it is a receptor. Just imagine it's a skin is receiving the receptors, any stimulus. The sensory neuron, it transmits the impulses from sense organs to central nervous system. If any thoughts begin our body, suddenly the sense organs carry and they are going to information to the brain. Intermediate neuron or connector neuron, it connects sensory and motor neuron. Then motor neuron, it contacts impulses from central nervous system to effector organ. Here it's the motor neuron contact impulses from central nervous system to the motor neuron. The next one, effector organ. Effector organ may be muscle or gland. It responds to impulses. Okay, so did you understand about the organs involved in the reflex arc? Sensory organ receives the impulses. Sense organs conducting the message to the central nervous system. Intermediate connector means it is connecting both sensory neuron and the motor neuron. Then motor neuron is conducting impulses from the brain to the muscles. So effector organ means it is a muscle respond to impulse. In this picture, this reflex arc is clearly given. Listen, it is the cantil, the hand touch the heart fire, the skin is the sensory organ receiving the impulses, the sense organ carries that impulses and going to the central nervous system. At the same time, the motor neuron carrying the impulses and conducting through the motor neuron, and the motor neuron is coming to the muscle. Muscle is the motor organ. Did you understand? So it is conducting the impulses to the brain and conducting the impulses from the brain. So both receives the stimulus and response. The stimulus to response, forming one pathway. That pathway is known as reflex arc. Okay, students, the chapter is over. In your textbook, some sense organs also given. What are the eye and ear is given. But this eye and ear is deleted from your syllabus. So till this is enough. So read the text and prepare yourself. Don't forget, the submission date is coming near to you. Within few days, you should submit your all subject notes in the school itself. So don't wait for the last minute to complete it. Now itself complete all the notes in your respective subjects. Okay, thank you and have a nice day. That's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.